Have you ever wondered why your brain reacts before you even have time to think? Like, someone raises their voice and suddenly your chest tightens. Or you overthink one small message for hours. Or you feel exhausted, even on days where nothing bad happens. And the weirdest part? You don't even know why. Most people think trauma is about memories. Something terrible happened. You remember it. It hurts. And that's it. But that's not how trauma really works. Trauma doesn't just live in your past. It quietly rewires your brain and keeps running your present on autopilot. And today, I want to show you how trauma changes your brain in ways you don't even realize, and why so many of your reactions make sense once you understand this. Let me start with something uncomfortable but honest. Trauma isn't always abuse. It's not always violence. It's not always one big dramatic moment. Sometimes trauma is growing up feeling unsafe emotionally. Sometimes it's being constantly criticized. Sometimes it's being ignored when you needed comfort. Sometimes it's chaos, unpredictability, or having to grow up too fast. Your brain doesn't care how small it looks on paper. It only cares about one thing: survival. When something overwhelms your nervous system and you don't have the tools to process it, your brain adapts. Not to make you happy, but to keep you alive. And that's where everything starts to change. Inside your brain, there's a structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your internal smoke alarm. Its job is simple: detect danger. In a healthy, calm brain, the amygdala turns on when there's real threat and turns off when the threat is gone. But trauma changes that. When you experience repeated stress or emotional pain, the amygdala becomes hypersensitive. It starts scanning for danger everywhere. Tone of voice, facial expressions, silence, rejection, uncertainty. Things that aren't actually dangerous start feeling dangerous. That's why you might feel anxious for no reason. Your brain learned that danger can come out of nowhere, so it stays ready. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Another part of your brain, called the prefrontal cortex, is responsible for logic, decision-making, and emotional regulation. It's the part that says, relax, you're safe, this isn't a threat. But trauma weakens its influence. When your amygdala fires too often, it hijacks the system. Logic goes offline. Emotion takes over. That's why in certain moments, you don't think you react. You snap. You shut down. You freeze. You over-explain. You people-please. You disappear emotionally. And later, you ask yourself, why did I react like that? The answer is simple but painful. Your brain wasn't responding to the present. It was responding to the past. Trauma also changes how your brain remembers things. Normally, memories are stored with context, time, place, and a sense of, this is over. But traumatic memories are different. They're stored as fragments, sensations, images, body reactions. That's why a smell, a sound, or even a feeling can suddenly trigger intense emotions without you consciously remembering anything specific. Your body remembers before your mind does. This is why trauma survivors often feel exhausted. Your nervous system is constantly on high alert. Even during rest, your brain is working overtime, scanning for danger. And this leads to something many people don't realize is trauma-related at all: difficulty feeling safe during calm moments. Ever notice how silence makes you uncomfortable? Or how peace feels boring, unsettling, or empty? That's not because you're broken. It's because your brain adapted to chaos. When your nervous system grows up in survival mode, calm feels unfamiliar, and unfamiliar feels unsafe. So your brain seeks stimulation, overthinking, drama, emotional intensity, Not because you want pain, but because your brain associates intensity with normal. This also explains why trauma affects relationships so deeply. Your attachment system is shaped early. If connection once meant inconsistency, abandonment, or emotional danger, your brain learned to protect itself. So, as an adult, closeness can trigger fear instead of comfort. You might crave intimacy and panic when you get it. You might push people away, then feel abandoned. You might tolerate unhealthy behavior because it feels familiar. Again, not a flaw, a survival strategy. Here's the most important part of this video. Your brain didn't change because you're weak. It changed because it's incredibly intelligent. Every adaptation you have today was once necessary. Hypervigilance kept you alert. Emotional numbness kept you functioning. Overthinking kept you prepared. People-pleasing kept you safe. But strategies that save you in danger can hurt you in safety. And healing isn't about fixing yourself. It's about teaching your brain that the danger has passed. The brain is plastic. It can rewire. It can learn safety again, but not through force, not through shame, not through telling yourself to just move on. Healing happens through small signals of safety repeated over time. Slowing your breathing, naming your emotions, setting boundaries, choosing calm even when it feels unfamiliar. Every time you respond differently, your brain updates its map of the world. And slowly, survival mode loosens its grip. So if you've ever felt like your reactions don't match the situation, if you've ever wondered why your body feels stuck in the past, if you've ever thought, "Why am I like this?" Now you know. Your brain learned to survive. And the fact that you're here learning, becoming aware, that's not weakness. That's the beginning of rewiring. If this video made you feel seen, understood, or less alone, hit the like button. It helps this channel reach people who need this message. And if you want more videos breaking down psychology, trauma, and the hidden patterns controlling your life, subscribe. Because understanding your brain is the first step to finally feeling free.